unlearn a lot of things in this chapter, work and energy. So we are continuing with this chapter today. Again, we are left with few concepts, so we'll cover that concept today, and we will do the exercise. Okay, I hope you all are fresh today morning and ready to start up. Yes, so I have written on the board, you can see law of conservation of energy. So I have told the earlier lecture students, we have discussed all connecting to transformation of energy, that energy can be transformed from one form to another form. I have given you a lot of examples also, and you must be knowing, try to recollect that we have explained the figure, which was the figure was there in your textbook 2.5, wherein the entire transformation of energy, how it is taking place, that is shown. So I hope all of you have opened your science textbook and you are with me, right? So law of conservation of energy. This law is very important because it is going to be there in your further standards also. So carefully listen. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. What did I say? Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can be converted from one form to another form. So that is why the total amount of energy in the universe remains constant. So it is very important to know that कोई भी type का energy convert नहीं होता. It can कोई भी टाइप का एनर्जी क्रिएट नहीं होता, डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं होता, वो सिर्फ कन्वर्ट होता है. दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव स्टडीड ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन. करेक्ट? सो सी, यू कैन सी पेज नंबर 25 हियर. दे हैव शोन टू पेंडुलम्स, राइट, in the same length. With the help of a thread they have tied up the pendulums and the two nuts. So some kind of description is given. You have to tie the two pendulums to the horizontal thread in such a way that they do not heat each other while swinging. मतलब swinging करते समय they should not heat each other. Then you have to swing one of the pendulum and observe what you see. You can say that when you are swinging any particular object, that object is going from one direction to another direction and coming back to the center position. So to, fro, and then at the mean position, right? So you will see that the speed of oscillation of the pendulum slowly decreases. The second pendulum, which was initially stationary, it begins to swing. So you can say a conclusion which is drawn here is one pendulum has transferred the energy to the other pendulum while swinging. Okay, so this is all connected with your law of conservation of energy because it is can be transformed, destroy नहीं होता वो. Then moving further, a student, the next page you can see next concept is free fall. So what do you understand by free fall? See, if we release any particular object from a particular suitable height, क्या हो जाएगा? It will be pulled by the gravitational force of the earth, and obviously that object will settle down on the ground. Either it will break or it will settle down on the ground. It won't be it won't be lying in the air. बराबर है ना? मतलब वो अर्थ के ग्रेविटी के हिसाब से it will be pulled. So an object which is falling solely under the influence of gravitational force, that is called as free fall of that particular object. So you can just look at the figure given. There are two kind of energies which are possessed by any kind of object, which is kinetic energy and potential energy. So any kind of energy which the object is facing, we know that the object has mass m, right? Some kind of mass is there, and if that object is falling freely from a height, then you have to name that height as h. So you know that object is falling at different height. Okay, you can see the diagram of 2.7, which is all together connected with the free fall. See, therein student, they have given that A is the point which is at height h from the ground, and there is another point B which is at height h minus x from the ground. So we have 2 points, and the on the ground there is another third point which is called as C. So we have to calculate the exact energies of object at different points A, B and C. तो यहाँ पे सबसे पहले देखो, फर्स्ट अगर आप केस लेते हो when the object is stationary, what do you understand by that? Stationary is that it is not moving at all. So when the object is stationary at point A, the initial velocity क्या रहेगा उसका? That is u. Say for example, मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ अभी. Yes. So this is your point A, this is your point B, and this is your point. This entire height is h. This entire height is h minus x. Okay. So what they are saying that we have to calculate the energies of the object at different points. So with the very first case they are taken into consideration when the object is stationary. मतलब the object is there at point A. It is not moving. तो initial velocity क्या रहेगा? Obviously it will be 0. So u is equal to 0. What is the formula of kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is equal to half mass into velocity square. So which is equal to half m into 0 square. So this is obviously 0. So what we have understood here, that when the object is stationary, initial velocity is 0, so that is why the kinetic energy possessed by that object is 0. Moving further, what will be the total energy? Total energy is a combination of kinetic and potential, but we have not calculated potential energy. So potential energy is, students, mgh. तो mgh में कुछ changes होगा? कुछ नहीं होगा. So your total energy will be 0 plus mgh, which is your mgh. So this was first case. Let us understand second case. In the second case, the velocity of the object at point B, that will be, right, velocity of the object at point B, which is vv. तो ये केस में what will be the kinetic energy and what will be the potential energy? तो अभी हम लोग ये देखते हैं. Initial velocity is 0. Your displacement, which is x, that is happened, then your acceleration becomes equal to acceleration due to gravity. So we know one equation which is connecting to Newton's law of motion, right? That is the third law of motion. v square is equal to u square plus 2as. तो यहाँ पे आपका initial velocity 0 है. This is 2gx, so that becomes equal to 2gx. तो ये हो गया आपका velocity. This is your vv. Then you have to calculate kinetic energy, that is half m vv square. Substitute that value here, students. Then what you are getting, the final kinetic energy you will get is mgx. Correct, students? So case wise the energies are differing, and hearing what will be the potential energy. अगर if आप observe करते हो, right from B to C, what is the height of the object? Is h minus x. So potential energy, what is the formula of potential energy? I am writing here mgh minus x. Correct? So when you are opening the bracket is mgx minus mgx. तो टोटल एनर्जी क्या रहता है? मैंने बोला था आपको, टोटल एनर्जी इज काइनेटिक प्लस पोटेंशियल. तो दिस प्लस दिस, तो mgx will get cancelled because it is there in the opposite sign. So it will be left with mgh only. So at different points which are shown on the blackboard, your energies differ. Then we are with our third case. Here in students, the velocity of the object be vc. So when the object reaches the ground, at that point will be point C. So here in students, again your s, ये जो आपका s है, that will be become h, और आपका acceleration will be again equal to acceleration due to gravity. Again the same equation, just substitute. You can just see in the notebook, the textbook there. So what you are getting, the kinetic energy is mgh. So total energy in this case will be mgh. So you have got three different equations, different total energies at different cases, right? So these are the way to calculate the energies at point of free fall. So I hope you have understood, students, whatever has been told. So you have to make a note of one thing, that every object has some kind of potential energy when it is at a height above the ground. Say for example, अगर ये object है ना, और ये ground है, the ground is there down the object, so this object is possessing some kind of energy. So what is that energy? Potential energy. Why? Because potential energy is dealing with height, so that energy will be potential, and it is always getting converted to kinetic energy whenever that object is falling from the falling towards the ground. मतलब say for example, अगर आप टेरेस में खड़े हो, ठीक है, you are standing on the terrace and एक पर्टिकुलर जगह पे आपने यू हैव केप्ट योर कंपास और लाइक एनी ऑब्जेक्ट और स्टोन, ठीक है. तो टेरेस से योर बिल्डिंग कंप्राइजेस ऑफ 3 floors. So that object, whatever object you have kept, from there till the ground, it is at particular height. When you are releasing that object, अगर आपने उस स्टोन को रिलीज कर दिया तो फिर क्या हो जाएगा? It will be hitting the ground. So it will possess which energy? Kinetic energy. So what will be the total energy then? Total energy is the combination of both potential and kinetic. So I hope you have understood. So you have to remember one thing, students, that the energy in the universe remains constant, right? Because it is always getting converted to some form of different energy. Okay, so it is a very important concept, so you have to just study it hard and note each and every points, right? We are moving ahead, students, with a different concept of work energy, that is called as power. The word itself says power का मतलब क्या है? Yes, power का मतलब क्या रहेगा? Something which is something which is connecting to do work, correct, in particular time. Say for example, एक basic example मैं आपको देना चाह रही हूँ. You have a tug of war, or you have a cycling race, or you have anything like any fighting game and all, etc. So if you have two individual, 2 boys, 2 girls, or like whoever it is, who are willing to play the game, so obviously who will win the game? The person which have more power, or the person who has capability to do more amount of work. Okay, तो यहाँ पे power का क्या है? There are certain questions, students, they are asking you. Can your father climb stairs as fast as you can? है ना, बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. आपको क्या लगता है? Obviously you will climb the stair very soon, because your father does not have that much power or like that much strength enough, right? Then the second question is, will you fill the overhead tank with the help of bucket or an electric motor? Obviously electric motor से overhead tank तुरंत within no time it will be filled up. But if you are taking bucket of water and filling it, it will take lot of time. It will take hours. Third question is, suppose Rajeshri, Yash and Ranjit, they have to reach the top of the hill. तो राजेश्री कैसे चली गई? कार से. रंजीत कैसे चला गया? वॉकिंग. और यश साइकिलिंग. तो आप मेरे को बताओ कि किसका पाथ इजी चला जाएगा? Obviously Rajeshri will reach at a higher speed and lesser time, because she has chosen car. कार के बाद बाइसिकल आता है, उसके बाद वॉकिंग, तो सबसे एंड में आएगा. So you are understanding what I am telling to, trying to convey you. Power is what? It is all connected to the ability to do the work in particular time. Everybody have different kind of power, right? So the proper definition is some kind of fast or slow rate of work which is done, that is expressed in terms of power. So power is the rate at which the work is done, right? So write down the definition. Power is the rate at which the work is done. So I'll just write down the formula. Time, that is a formula of power. ठीक है, तो अभी SI unit work is in joules, time there in seconds. So what will be the power unit? 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per 1 second. 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per 1 second. Okay, so there is one industrial unit of power, students. What is that? 1 HP. HP is your horsepower. The 1 horsepower is equal to how much watt? That you have to remember, which is 746 watts. Understand this, all terms are very much important. So I hope you are writing down whatever I am telling. So there is some kind of conversions also, students. You can see in the textbook they have given 1 kilowatt hour, that is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joules. This is again important unit. 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joules. Like if you want to convert something kilowatt hours into joules, you have to multiply by this factor. So electricity which is used in our houses, students, like for domestic purposes, this is measured in the units of kilowatt, right? So that is why आपको 1 kilowatt hour ये पता होना चाहिए. तो 1 kilowatt hour is equal to number of units. आपका जो electricity bill है ना, just open that electricity bill, ask your parents and just see how the units are calculated. So students, you can see in page number 28 there are certain salt example which are given. So we'll just go through the problems and then we can move ahead with the exercise. So example 1 is the Swarali is taking 20 seconds to carry a bag which is weighing 20 kg to an height of 5 meters. So they are asking how much power she has used. The mass is given, which is 20 kg. Then the height is 5 meters and the time is 40 seconds. So herein students, how you can calculate the power? You need work. तो वर्क का फॉर्मूला क्या आ जाएगा? दैट इज ऑब्वियसली फोर्स इनटू डिस्प्लेसमेंट, विच आई हैव टोल्ड यू अर्लियर. तो इसके लिए फोर्स पता होना चाहिए. फोर्स का फॉर्मूला क्या है? मास इंटू जी इंटू एच, और मास इंटू एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी. तो स्टेप वाइज वो लोग ने कैलकुलेट किया है, आपको दिखाई दे रहा है. ठीक है, तो इन 3 स्टेप्स यू आर गेटिंग द आंसर ऑफ पावर. द सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल दे आर गिवन 25 वैट्स का इलेक्ट्रिक बल्ब है that is used for 10 hours every day. So how much electricity does it consume every day, each day? तो 25 watts है, उसको kilowatts में convert करना है, तो divided by 1000. Then energy consumed. Again one more formula is there. Energy consumed, that is equal to power into time. Power is given to you, time is given, which is 10 hours. Multiply both the quantities, you will get the necessary energy consumed. Energy consumed का units क्या रहने वाला है? It is kilowatt hour. Okay, so herein we have complete our chapter detail. So we are moving on with the exercises part. Okay. Yes, so we have completed the entire concept of this chapter. There are various things we have noticed. So we are going back to our exercises part. We will discuss few questions. There are certain problems also in that. MCQs are there. Okay, so it will be easier that you will be in coordination with me. So initially question number 1, all are connecting to theory questions, right? So under theory questions, I guess we have, okay, so there are certain questions for you, like you have to explain the difference between potential energy, kinetic energy, which you can just write it very well. The questions from 1 to 3, I guess total questions कितने हैं? यहाँ A to F है. So A to F questions are there, wherein we are going to do few questions out of that, right? So the second question, first question is about the difference, which you can write very well. Second question is deriving the formula for kinetic energy. That is also easy. Then third is prove that kinetic energy of a freely falling object on reaching the ground is nothing but transformation of its initial potential energy. तो यहाँ पे वो लोग क्या बता रहे हैं आपको कि आपको ये मतलब दिखाना है कि आप कैसे ये कैलकुलेट करोगे, राइट. So this question we'll take but little later. Then further we have, yes, the next question is determine the amount of work done when an object is displaced at an angle of 30 degrees with respect to direction of applied force. Again herein they are asking you to determine the amount of work. Then next is object का momentum कितना है, 0 है. So does it have kinetic energy, they are asking. Momentum, what is the formula of momentum, students? P is equal to m into v, which is mass into velocity. तो अगर उसका मोमेंटम ही 0 है तो वो लोग बता रहे हैं व्हाट काइंड ऑफ काइनेटिक एनर्जी इट इज पोजेसिंग. तो आप मेरे को बताओ क्या रहेगा. आपका मोमेंटम 0 है, वेलोसिटी 0 हो जाएगा, मास 0 हो जाएगा. तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी फार्मूला इज व्हाट, हाफ इंटू मास इंटू वेलोसिटी स्क्वायर. So your mass and velocity is 0, then obviously kinetic energy will be 0. So what conclusion you can write, that if the momentum of an object is 0, then kinetic energy also is 0, right? Then there is one more question there, the very last question, where they are asking why is the work done on an object moving with a uniform circular motion 0. मतलब एक ऑब्जेक्ट है जो यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन में घूम रहा है तो उसका वर्क डन 0 क्यों है. बहुत बेहतरीन क्वेश्चन है ये. तो मैं आपको ये क्विकली बताती हूँ, फिर हम लोग वो जो बड़े बड़े क्वेश्चंस के बारे में देखते हैं, ठीक है. उसका यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन 0 है तो उसका वर्क डन का क्या रहेगा. वर्क डन वी नो दैट इज इक्वल टू एफ एस कॉस थीटा, वर्क डन ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट. तो इन अ सर्कुलर मोशन स्टूडेंट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, द डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स which is acting on an object, the direction of force which is acting on an object, that is radially inward. ठीक है, मतलब ये अगर सर्कुलर मोशन है तो जो फोर्स एक्ट कर रहा है that is radially inward, ठीक है. तो and the direction of motion of an object that is tangential. ये अगर आपका ऑब्जेक्ट है तो ये tangential रहता है 90 डिग्रीज पे, और फोर्स का डायरेक्शन इनवर्ड्स रहता है. तो एंगल क्या रहेगा, व्हाट विल बी द एंगल बिटवीन द फोर्स वेक्टर एंड द डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर. ऑब्वियसली ये आपको क्या दिखाई दे रहा है, इट विल बी 90 डिग्रीज बिकॉज वन इज टेंजेंशियल एंड अनदर इज इनवर्ड. तो डायरेक्शन बिटवीन बोथ ऑफ देम विल बी 90. तो योर थीटा इज इक्वल टू 90 डिग्रीज. तो योर वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू एफ एस कॉस 90. कॉस 90 इज इक्वल टू 0. तो वर्क डन बिकम्स 0, right? So how you can write this answer, first of all you have to express the expression of work done. Then you have to write that in a circular motion the direction of force which is acting on an object that is radially inwards, and the motion of an object, direction of motion of object is tangential, then the angle between them is 90 degrees. So you have to substitute 90 degrees and calculate the respective work done. Okay, तो इस तरीके से हम लोग करते हैं. उसके बाद क्वेश्चन नंबर डी जो था वो मैं करना चाह रही है. क्वेश्चन नंबर डी देखो स्टूडेंट्स, डी में क्या बोला है, यू हैव टू डिटरमाइन द अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क डन when object is displaced at an angle of 30 degrees with respect to the applied force. तो यहाँ पे 90 डिग्रीज था तो ये केस में 30 डिग्रीज है. तो अभी आप कैसे करोगे, ये द सेम इक्वेशन एफ एस कॉस 30 हो जाएगा. तो व्हाट इज कॉस 30, कॉस 30 इज √3/2 विच इज एफ एस √3/2. अभी देखो दिस वैल्यूज आर ऑल कनेक्टेड टू योर चैप्टर कॉल्ड एज ट्रिग्नोमेट्री. तो दिस बिकम्स √3/2 एफ एस. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो इस तरीके से आपको कैलकुलेट करना है द रिस्पेक्टिव वर्क डन. तो आई होप द स्टार्टिंग क्वेश्चंस वी हैव डिस्कस्ड एंड द ऑन क्वेश्चन नंबर 1C that we'll take on later because it is a very big question and 3 cases you have to take into consideration. Then they have choose one or more correct alternatives. it is very easy. So certain MCQs are given to you. 3 MCQs are there. You have to just answer those MCQs. So I hope this is much easier for you guys, है ना? Easier है तो आपको आंसर करना पड़ेगा अभी फटाफट. चलो फर्स्ट MCQ क्या है? For work to be performed, the energy must be what? कोई भी काम अगर आपको करना है तो एनर्जी क्या होना चाहिए? Whether it should be transferred, whether it should be concentrated, transfer from one type to another or one place to another or destroyed. So what will be the correct answer? Obviously it should be transferred from one place to another. Second question is कहाँ गया यार आपका? Yes, जूल इज अ यूनिट ऑफ व्हाट? मैंने आपको बताया था जूल किसका यूनिट है? वर्क डन का. तो जूल इज अ यूनिट ऑफ वर्क. ओके. थर्ड MCQs, विच ऑफ द फोर्स इज इन्वॉल्व इन ड्रैगिंग अ हैवी ऑब्जेक्ट ऑन अ स्मूथ हॉरिजॉन्टल सरफेस हैविंग द सेम मैग्नीट्यूड? मतलब एक सरफेस आपको दिया है जो काफ़ी स्मूथ है और हॉरिजॉन्टल है, तो इसमें से कौन सा फोर्स इन्वॉल्व रहेगा? जल्दी बताओ कौन सा फोर्स रहेगा. बहुत ईजी है. द फोर्स विल बी ऑब्वियसली, कौन सा फोर्स रहेगा? इट विल बी ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स एंड द रिएक्शन फोर्स. द ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स एंड द रिएक्शन फोर्स बोथ आर देयर इन द वर्टिकल डायरेक्शन एंड दे बोथ आर ऑफ सेम मैग्नीट्यूड. सो फ्रिक्शन तो होगा नहीं बिकॉज इट इज़ देयर ऑन द हॉरिजॉन्टल सरफेस एंड इट इज स्मूथ. तो ये दोनों टाइप ऑफ फोर्सेस आपको दिखाई देगा, ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स एंड रिएक्शन फोर्स. राइट. देन द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन क्या है? पावर इज अ मेजर ऑफ व्हाट? क्या रहेगा बताओ जल्दी. पावर इज अ मेजर ऑफ व्हाट? पावर के फॉर्मूला में वर्क है, टाइम है, तो पावर क्या रहेगा? इज द अमाउंट ऑफ रैपिडिटी ऑफ द वर्क डन. राइट. लाइक व्हाट काइंड ऑफ वर्क इज डन इन पर्टिकुलर टाइम, दैट इज पावर. देन द लास्ट एंड द foremost MCQ, while dragging or lifting an object, अगर आपको एक ऑब्जेक्ट को ड्रैग करना है या लिफ्ट करना है तो what is the work done by? तो the thing is work is done by what? Frictional force and gravitational force. तो फ्रिक्शन आपको लगेगा, ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स भी लगेगा. ठीक है. तो ये दोनों टाइप का फोर्स बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. तो आई होप वी आर क्लियरिंग विद द क्वेश्चंस स्लोली. देन moving ahead with the question number 3, I'm looking for the problem so it will be easier, right? Question number 3 is rewriting the sentences, so that obviously it is very easy. Then study the following activity and answer the questions. Question number 4, there's an activity given and you have to answer for few questions, right? Yes. So question number 3 we are question number 3 is all about rewriting sentences. Question number 4 is you have to study the activity and answer the questions, right? मतलब वो लोग ने एक एक्टिविटी दिया है, वो स्टडी करके आपको आंसर करना है. तो ये हम लोग करते हैं. जस्ट गिव मी टाइम, बट वील डू द प्रॉब्लम बिकॉज दैट इज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट विच कैन फेच यू मोर मार्क्स, राइट? तो अभी देखो क्वेश्चन आपके पास आई गेस टोटल 5 प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर.